Okay, what do we have here? So you've got draw to X with Hunting Lodge, but the only thing you could do in between Hunting Lodge plays is play Death Cart for money. So probably not that. Monastery is okay trashing. Beggar Monastery is kind of a thing. If you have Beggar and Monastery in the same hand, you can play the Beggar. Functionally as like a terminal gold. And then because you gain 3 coppers, you can just immediately trash 3 coppers into the turn again with Monastery. And so it basically makes like Beggar a terminal +3 that doesn't junk your deck, with the condition you have to line it up with Monastery. So what do we do here? I mean, you could play a deck that's just got like a Beggar and some Scepters and a Monastery and just like Beggar for +3 coins each time. But it only works if you line up all those cards very well. Alternatively, you could play with Den of Sin. I mean, you're probably playing with Den of Sin out of the way for draw. I mean, you could play with like a Bandit and Scepters. I guess the Beggar idea is kind of susceptible to Bandit. Well, what you could do is instead of Scepters, you could do Border Village and multiple Beggars. And then you just have no treasures in your deck for Bandit to hit. So like you play like 3 Beggars each turn and buy Province. I wonder if Copper's running out is a concern for that deck. I think it might be. I kind of want to do the Beggar thing. It seems more fun. So what if I Stonemason for 2 Beggars here and buy Monastery? Let's do that. No, I don't know what I want. The problem is if I open Beggars, even if I line it up with my Monastery, that's actually not a good outcome because I'm not really using my Monastery to trash, am I? Now I'm thinking about opening double Monastery. Is that crazy? That's probably crazy, right? I mean, you're really likely to hit 2, but hitting 2 is not terrible with Beggar around. Let's do it. Double Monastery. We'll see how that goes. Okay, well this is horrible. Actually, is it so horrible? It's probably not that bad, right? I can buy Den of Sin, and that's going to make it okay. I mean, I was really likely to collide the Monasteries and on a turn where I wasn't hitting even 2, which would be really bad, except if I buy Den here, I guarantee I find both my other coppers, and then I think it all works out in a okay manner. So this is actually a good draw. I was thinking it was going to be bad, and it would be bad if not for Den of Sin. This is actually going to work out pretty well, I think. So what did he do? He opened Death Cart Monastery. Okay. Also, it's kind of absurd that I hit 5 after opening double Monastery. That's not an opening that makes you very likely to hit 5. He had a good turn too. He had a good turn as well. I was describing his turn 3, not his turn 2. So now I want Border Village and another Den of Sin. I hope I hit 8. Does this hit 8? This does hit 8. This is great. This is actually amazing. Now watch this Monastery work. Ooh! What a deck, am I right? Did I overtrash? Did I need to keep a copper to hit 8 this turn? I'm not sure. I think I'm still fine. I think I can mule one of these border villages and still get to 8. I don't think I've ever built a deck like this before. This is a new one for me. I want a lot of dens, because obviously my deck is really bad if I fail to line up the right stuff. Like I need to find my border villages and my beggars and at least one monastery for it to do anything of value. So I hope to win the border, or not the border village, the Den of Sin split. I might be able to get 3 here. I mean, it depends on what I draw, but I could contemplate stonemasoning a border village if it helped me in that regard. Okay, so I'll have 8 if I play both beggars, but if I stonemason border village, I can't play both beggars. So what are my lines? I could border village, beggar, beggar, and then do stonemason for 2 border villages again. That works out okay. The alternative line, I think, is stonemason the border village into 2 dens and then buy another den, which wins me the Den of Sin split at the cost of leaving me with a lot fewer border villages. I guess I have to worry about piles too, don't I? The pile threat's kind of real here. I think I prefer the other line just because it gives me more pile pressure, right? How many dens does he have down? He has 2 down. What can his deck do? If I were to play both beggars, stonemason for 2 border villages, take 2 dens of sin, then there's border village and dinner at 1. Stonemason is at 6. What can he do about that? His deck has 2 stonemasons in it, so he has potentially a decently large number of gains. How much junk does he have in his deck? So there were 17 coppers, 14 starting, plus the 3 that were gained already from Beggar. Is that right? I've only played Beggar once so far. Yeah, I guess I have. So 17 coppers. There's 12 in the trash, 2 in my hand. He's got 3 coppers down there, no estates, 1 monastery, 1 ruin, 2 death carts. I don't think he can win. He doesn't have any plus buy, right? He would need to gain border village, den. I guess I could be on the safe side and take a duchy instead of a den. Might be a little bit better, right? And then hope to win next turn. Let me think about this. Now would be the time to think. Yeah, I feel like I could pile this out if I get another turn, right? I could stonemason for 2 death carts. That gives me 4 ruins emptied. Then stonemason a monastery into 2 ruins, and then just buy. Actually, can I pile out next turn if I don't lower dens? I think I might need to lower dens to be able to pile effectively. Maybe I'll just take Scepter, actually. Scepter leaves dens at a larger number, but also gives me additional stonemason plays, which I think is going to help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How much draw do I need? I can kill a monastery now. Next turn I'll have 9 cards of draw. We'll have 9 stop cards. So monastery is 1, 2 dens 3, 2 beggars 5, 2 stonemasons 7. Scepter is 8. I could leave 1 copper if that makes a difference. It might make a difference. Okay, well, he's taking points. That's kind of equivalent to provincing. Is he just going to double? Okay, yeah, so I'm definitely not shooting to win next turn, am I? I mean, I guess I could look at the duchy pile pretty soon. That'll be a thing to think about. I could like stonemason all these border villages and duchies right now. But that's not quite a pile out, is it? Okay. Those bottom two cards are a beggar and I think a border village. No, it's got to be a stop card, right? Do I have 5 dens? No, I've only got 4. All my border villages are accounted for. Why? Oh, it's my monastery. Duh. So I guess I should probably draw both of those then. He has 2 dens down. Okay, well, I found the monastery. I can province here and stonemason the border village into something. That seems good, right? Den, duchy, beggar, play, province. I sure hope he can't pile, but I don't think he can pile now. So now I think I do have a much more realistic threat to pile out next turn, depending on what he does. But I think border village din 5 duchies seems a lot more doable. I could be wrong about that. Might also depend on what he buys. I sure hope he doesn't have a pile out of his own here. He could. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. What have I done? Oh, no. Oh, no. Did I open up a pile? Dang it. I probably misplayed that one, didn't I? GG. I feel like I had the better deck overall. I suspect that I made a bad decision there or two in the end game. And I should have just taken a points lead or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to think about that one. I suspect whatever I did on my last turn, there's probably much better play. I feel like I threw a winning lead there.